Well, hello, 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 and welcome to The Difference Makers. We are here to make a difference in the world, bringing talented professionals who are sharing their gifts and talents with the world through their entrepreneurial endeavors or through their career advancement. I'm your host, Jacqueline Grant, and today we have a special guest who is going to share her gifts of coaching with us. Have you ever experienced this? Are you someone that knows deep down that you're here to make an impact and a difference in the world, here on the Difference Makers as well? But maybe you don't have a clue as to how to do it, or you're tired of spending thousands of dollars trying to figure it out on your own. Well, we get it, and we're here to help you every step of the way, from mindset work so that you don't have to worry about having the confidence in yourself, or the health so that you can have the energy to live the exciting life that you want, or have the relationships that you want to make it all worthwhile. Even to have that business that allows you to have the financial freedom and have all that impact on the world that you want to have. Our guest today is going to help you to do that. Our guest today is Robyn Zaval. She's one of those who's a serial entrepreneur. When she was 17 years old, she got involved in her first home-based business. It was Amway. And being surrounded by people with a purpose, passion, who are inspired, that's her addiction. That's what she loves. And that actually created the name of her business, onlytheinspired.com. And it was created to bring about the passions that people had in the world and helping them to do that in a cost-effective way. So I want to ask you to help me to bring to the virtual stage my guest for today, Robyn Zaval. Robyn, welcome.
Hello. Thank you so much for having me here.
It's great to have you here, and we are really excited to hear about your journey and what you bring to the world. So tell us, what is the gift, talent, or ability that you bring to the world that makes a difference?
So it's not necessarily all my gift. What I realized is to make the impact on the world that I want to make, I really wanted to bring a whole bunch of people together because I believe collaboration versus competition, hands down, is so much better. And so I created my platform. It's called Only the Inspired. And that was really to serve coaches who really intend on helping people in every area of their life. And it's also to serve the people who want the coaching, because I found that coaching in today's market was so expensive that it eliminated so many people. So I really wanted to create a platform for the people who really truly know that my life should be better. I want to live a more passionate life. I want a better relationship, better health, better business. Just, to even possibly help them create their life that they're so desperate to make an impact on, but do it in a way to where it is affordable for anybody, because there's so many people out there who know that there's something in them, and sometimes they don't get that support. And I was one of those. I didn't really have the support. Nobody got me, but I can't shut up that I want to make a huge difference. So I'm really trying to empower as many people as possible with coaching and support and everything else.
Well, we're glad you didn't shut up. We're glad you didn't keep it all inside, and we're glad that you're bursting forth. We can tell the energy that you have and the passion that you have is just bursting forth. So tell us a little bit about the backstory so that others can maybe see themselves in your journey. How did you get started with this? We talked about you being in Amway at 17 years old. How did you move forward to come to where you are now? Just a bit of your journey.
Well, that's quite a long journey. So Amway was, it was awesome. It was my first experience of being in a super supportive environment. I remember being at the Arco Arena with 14,000 people excited about life, and, even got into a little fender bender in the parking lot leaving, and people are, "Are you okay? You're okay." Everybody is like, it's so encouraging. It was so amazing. And I really, Amway really gave me that mindset that I don't have to work 40 years, 40 hours a week to, hopefully get a pension, which I don't think there's many of those anymore.
No.
But, and so I had that craving of wanting something different. So I've always, I don't know if I've ever stopped. I've always had a full-time job and then had some sort of passion that I was working towards. And so I've done all sorts of things. I've rehabbed a hotel in Savannah, Georgia. I helped start a smartphone app. I did real estate investing, real estate agent. I've been in multiple network marketing businesses. And, I used to judge myself because it's like, oh, shiny penny, squirrel. But I actually realized that is part of who I am. I'm a life path 5, if any of you know numerology, and that's jack of all trades. So I'm interested in lots of things. But when I kept searching for that thing, what is that thing? And I always kind of knew that I wanted to be known worldwide, but not in a paparazzi manner at all. And I really wanted to make a huge impact. And then on my 40th birthday, which was 10 years ago yesterday, I just turned 50. My dog's trying to get out of the door. That's funny. Stop it, Layla. Anyways, on my 40th birthday, I did my first Tony Robbins event, and I did my first fire walk. And just being in the presence of Tony Robbins and the impact that he makes, I knew at that moment that I wanted to make an impact like him. Obviously, I'm no Tony Robbins, but
yet.
Well, and so, but I'm okay with that. And so that was November. December, I did Date with Destiny. And then January, I actually took the Robbins Madonnas training, which is to become a coach. And I knew, okay, I wanted to become a coach, and then kind of flailed along for a little bit. They tell you as a coach, you have to pick a niche. So I'm not sure how many coaches are on here versus people who want coaching, but
actually, it's a mix of both.
And so I picked relationship coaching because, for one, it was one of the 6 human needs, right? Love and connection is one of the 6 human needs that we have to have. And I really liked, working with couples and helping them see the differences between each other. And when people have that awareness and the appreciation of the differences, then you can make amazing things happen. But so come to 2016, I was a super frustrated relationship coach. Sorry. And do you want me to let her out?
No, it's fine. Okay. Because this is what happens on live TV. This has been what's going on for the past 2 years now. Babies walking through, pets walking across the keyboard, all kinds of things. So go ahead.
Everybody's got their clothes on in the background, right? So, anyways, 2016, I was really struggling as a relationship coach, and I found myself buying course after course after course after course, all
as many do.
Spending thousands of dollars, all trying to learn how to market myself, stick out from the crowd, who's your target market. And then I kept seeing all these coaches going through all the same programs, and realized that all of these coaches aren't doing any coaching. We're spending all of our time and money trying to learn this super difficult learning curve of marketing and tech to become a coach. And then I was being taught to charge $1,000 a month as a new relationship coach, not an experienced one, as a new one. And it didn't really sit well with me, and I'm trying to trust the process, right? Because he was successful and I wasn't. So I'm on these phone calls with these people on the verge of divorce, and they're an emotional wreck. And I'm supposed to say, I'd love to try and help you save your marriage. But for one, I can't guarantee it. And for two, I have to charge you $1,000 a month on top of all of your stress. And that felt so wrong. For one, I didn't want to only help the people who had $1,000 a month. I wanted to help anybody who really wanted to save their marriage. And to me, that shouldn't be a privilege thing. And then I realized, at that moment, I was a single mom with 2 kids, and it wouldn't have mattered how desperately I wanted that coaching. There's no way I could have afforded it, yet I'm being taught to charge that. So lots of pressure, all these things coming in. I wanted to create something different that would help not only the coaches that are struggling, who just honestly, truly want to get out there and coach and help in whatever their strength is, and then to help all these masses of people that wanted the coaching and needed the coaching and couldn't pay $1,000 for relationship coaching and health coaching and business coaching. So I created what I call, it's like a Netflix style coaching platform.
Mhm.
Coaches show up. It's a total collaboration of coaches. And so, when the whole Tony Robbins thing, I wanted to make an impact, but it's like, I don't have the skills in all these areas. What if I brought all of these coaches together who have years and years of background in all sorts of different walks of life, and then all different ways of coaching? We have business coaches, health coaches, life coaches, relationship coaches. Trust me, I wouldn't be your health coach. But and to also empower them to do group coaching where we can impact the most people at once, because I truly want to help raise the vibration of the planet by helping everybody who's intentional on improving their life and making an impact in their family, their community, or the world. So that, in a nutshell, kind of, yes.
Well, you gave us a great segue to be able to talk about what you're doing now and how this is making an impact now, but how you got there. I just want to recap for the audience so that you can see yourself in the journey, in that you had a vision and a passion, and it was partly due to your own experiences and challenges and trying to find a better way. And we often can make that better way based on what we've experienced, knowing what to do as well as what not to do. And you've experienced, a great example as Tony Robbins, and I'm sure you've experienced some other things that you could say that could be done a little bit better. And you incorporated that into your overall strategy. So this is what most entrepreneurs go through. If you are one who is maybe thinking about starting a business, or you have started a business and you're still in that early phase, you can see yourself and know that you're in the right place. You're in the right place in your journey to be able to make that concept a reality. So Robyn, tell us now where you are now. What's happening now, not only for the coaching side, but for the client side, and what's happening November 15th.
So we're doing a big launch. Yay.
Hey.
Yes. So we actually launched last year after I did a 70 coach summit. But then the site was under construction. I tried to force it to happen. So this month is actually 5 years that I came up with this. Layla, go outside. And so for the members, I want to take them on a journey where, because there's so many people that want that help, that need that help, that feel very alone out there. And I wanted to fix that because I was one of those. So I totally get both sides. And so we want to take them on a journey and actually kind of have them do a self-assessment, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have them do a self-assessment and figure out what their two maybe weakest areas of their lives are, because all areas of our lives are connected. You got the health, the relationships, the business, the finance, the recreation. And so, they all have to be balanced. And if two are out of balance, and I don't know if you've ever seen the Wheel of Life, but you basically color it in, and sometimes it's really jagged and it wouldn't spin very well, right? If you're driving on it.
Mm-hmm.
And so we really want to take like the two weakest areas of people's lives and directly connect them with coaches that can help them bring that up, right? Start the quickest improvement in their life. And that way everything's a little bit more balanced. And once we get a little bit more balanced, then we could start making those short-term goals. And we could do short-term goals in business and relationships and health and life mindset. and then actually direct them to each coach that could help them with their specific problem, instead of having this huge platform of unlimited courses and live group coaching, because we have lots of live group coaching. We want to help them. It's like, all right, this coach specifically helps you in this area, and that way you have the quickest impact possible. So we actually look at individual people, where they're at, where they need help first, and then start setting goals and getting that bigger and bigger and bigger and helping them with that.
So do they work, when you say members, we just want to clarify, members are the clients who come for coaching, not the coaches that you're talking about.
Exactly, yes.
Okay. So when a member comes, do they work with one coach at a time, or do they simultaneously work with business and home life coach at the same time? How does that work?
So that really depends on the individual and how quickly they want to reach their goals. The cool thing about Only the Inspired is it's an unlimited platform. So you could take, if you had enough bandwidth, you could take every single course all at a time, but that's not really gonna benefit you. That'll overwhelm you. So we really want to help direct you on what's going to get you the quickest results, but that is completely optional. So you could pick and choose. It's like, all right, I want to learn how to hire virtual assistants, and so I want to take that course, and then I want to take this other course on this. So it could be self-guided, or we could help them. And you could literally take as many as you want. We're going to have masterminds. So if you are building your business or want to build a business, so those masterminds are really giving us personal attention, in my eyes, that we don't get out there. When we're not sure what we're not sure, but we don't know what we don't know, and we're trying to build a business, we seek that help. And the way things are now, people just spend thousands and thousands of dollars trying to get there. Now you're going to have that individual that's focused on your business, your niche, your marketing, and give everybody some of that internal personal help with their business, if you want to do business. But we have collaboration events. It's really also a huge community that's supportive, because sometimes we don't have that. So everything I put in Only the Inspired, it was because it was a need of mine, and I recognize it's a need of just about everybody out there. It's like the support, you have all the areas of help and collaboration. So now you have a team helping you go up. Sometimes when we've been in a successful career, and it's like, I am not living in my passion, I want to do something else, other people might go, hey, yo, you have a 6-figure income, why would you do something like that? It's like, because I'm not happy. And, so you might not get that encouragement from your friends and family because they don't understand it. But I understand it. I have that internal, it doesn't matter how good of money I make at my job. That is not fulfilling my goal for life. I want to make a global impact and really help as many people as possible. So we have all those like-minded people who get you, who say, come on and let's help you step by step reach your goals, which is awesome.
Absolutely, it's awesome. We've had this topic on many of the shows of the Difference Makers here, where we talk about having the support of an entrepreneurial community, because oftentimes those in our lives who are very well-meaning for us don't always understand the entrepreneurial passion that we might have. It's not better, it's not worse, it's just different, and they don't always get us. And it's important to have that support, that even though you may not know all the steps of your journey, you're around other people who do, to help you keep going when you might feel a little unsteady or uneasy or scared. It's not a smooth walk. But even when you work a corporate job, that's not a smooth walk either. So I personally would rather be in my own business and have those ups and downs and have it benefit me, those learning experiences benefit me, versus just benefiting a company. And again, not saying anything against the company, but just for me, I'd rather put in that effort and reap the benefit of serving in my own capacity, because I've done that for the corporate world earlier in my career as well already. So Robyn, let's just recap what a client might get in Only the Inspired. They can get group coaching, mastermind, courses, individual coaching as well. Is that an option?
So that will so part of the membership, I wanted it to make I wanted to make it affordable for anybody. So it's $127 a month for members, which is basically what it would cost for 1 hour with one coach.
Mhm.
And some coaches, even on my site, might charge $450 an hour. And so I wanted to make it affordable. So everything on the site includes, the events, it includes the group coaching, the courses. If you fall in love with a coach that you're going through their coaching or you took their course, we will have a marketplace where if the coach is open to one-on-ones, then you could book that with the coach. Or if you want to take their more signature program, you could be able to buy that on there. And what the cool thing is, and so the marketplace, we're still working on that, but we will have hands down awesome benefits for just being an Only the Inspired member. So you will have discounts that you wouldn't get any other place because you're an Only the Inspired member. So I don't know if you guys understand affiliates. So affiliates normally get a certain percentage for bringing a client to somebody. Mm-hmm. So instead of me taking that percentage for bringing a client to their signature program, I forward that discount. So instead of me getting money, it's just a discounted price, but only the members will get that. You can't get that anywhere else, which is another
That's pretty awesome.
Cool benefit. Yes.
Absolutely. So we spent some time talking about the value that you receive at Only the Inspired as a client, coming to have a potpourri of all different types of professional coaches in all different areas of expertise. What about the coaches themselves? How do you serve them? And for all the coaches out there, this could be an opportunity and an option for you. Tell us about being a coach on Only the Inspired.
Okay, so this is I wanted to make this completely different than anything out there. So most of the platforms out there, if you're a coach on or if you have your course, basically only if somebody finds your course, that's the only time, and buys it, that's the only time you make money. And most of the time you still have to do your marketing. So I wanted to create a place where the coaches could show up and shine, stay in their genius, help people, and you could actually coach on as many niches as you want, because now you don't have to worry about the marketing that comes with it. And the more topics we have on Only the Inspired, the better. And I love variety, obviously. But so the coaches show up, they coach. And if you were to have, I want the coaches to have 2 courses a year. So whether that be recorded or a live group coaching, I want them to show up 2 hours a week to support the people going through that. So we're going to have every different time zone on there. But even with the courses, I don't want people to just watch videos and that's the end of the story. I want the coaches personally engage with anybody going through their course so they succeed at what the course was meant for.
And that gives accountability. And that's where often online programs fail. It's not the content of the program that is not good. It is good, but it's the follow through of the accountability that makes the difference. So please continue telling us about the engagement with the coaches.
Yes. Well, and so the coaches know their program hands down more than anybody else. And so people are going to have questions because we're all unique and we might not understand stuff. So the coaches are there really to support the people. And with the live group coaching, so we could have different topics every week, or some of the coaching is really open coaching. So we could have an open coaching session on relationships. Bring me your struggles that you're going through now with your relationships, or same with trauma. And, this is really a coaching platform where we really want people to dive in deep and heal their past wounds so they could live a life that doesn't prevent them from being happy. And so many times we'll have things that prevent us from moving forward because we haven't healed. Well, let's heal, let's move forward. But for the coaches, so we have a revenue share model. So I wanted to create a consistent income for the coaches because out there, we don't have that. And that's where it becomes
up and down.
up and down, up and down. And, so I read the book, Blue Ocean Strategies, and that really helped me look at things differently. And if you haven't read it, it's tremendous. So it talks about how normal business, and especially in coaching, it's a red ocean. Basically, everybody's trying to market, everybody's trying to get the clients, and it's a feeding frenzy. How do I get mine? Because we're desperate to make the money because we want to keep coaching. And so I wanted to flip that on its head, where the coaches work together. It's no more competition, it's collaboration. And because it's collaboration and it's a whole membership, now it's not, how much money am I going to make, if I sell or whatever. Everybody, there's a revenue share with all the membership fees. And so the coaches will start having that consistent income coming in every month. And that can either support them to build their business or to actually replace their business. So, most of the coaches on the site are building their business on the side, and you can have the same content on your website as I have on mine, because in my eyes, it's not competition. We're so different, because my revenue model and just everything, the Netflix style, is totally different than what an individual would have. And part of the benefit is we have an audience that you didn't have to market to. So let's say you're a business coach, and most likely in your marketing, you would target small business owners, entrepreneurs, and coaches, right? So now you would be on a platform where you're seen as an authority, but now you're in front of an audience. Some came for relationships, some came for health, some came for life coaching, and oh my gosh, look, there's a business coach. And so the audience here you may never have reached with your marketing, and now it opens up that world not only for the people who may never have thought about getting a business coach, but it's like, oh my gosh, there's one, and it's part of my membership, and it's just a win-win for everybody. And one thing that I don't talk about enough is charity. So there's a certain percentage from all of the income, from the coach's income, from the members' income, that we then filter straight to charities. And I'm super excited about that. I'm the one who would cry every time I watched the starving kids in Ethiopia when I was little. And so now, just a little bit from a whole bunch of people can make a huge impact. And so that's a big win-win for everybody too.
You are definitely making a huge impact and making a difference in the world with your gifts and talents and abilities, and the stick-to-itiveness of bringing your vision to life. So congratulations on that. Congratulations on your birthday yesterday. And I just have one question as we come to a close. One thing that is likely on the minds of our audience is confidentiality. Is it the same as if I walked into a coach's office, brick and mortar or in person, and had coaching with them? How do you accommodate the confidentiality of your participants?
So there's some coaching that is business coaching. It's brainstorming, that kind of stuff, working with everybody's individual thing. And then there's some coaching that is trauma coaching and relationship coaching that we would never record, because those are deep-rooted, very personal issues. And so those are everything's on a encrypted Zoom call, and we would never record any of those trauma coaching, relationship coaching, really personal things. The masterminds won't be recorded either, because that's working on people's individual business. But it is group coaching at the same time, so there's only a certain amount of exclusivity. But the beautiful part about group coaching is you're going to be in there with other people who will ask a question that you wouldn't have thought of, that totally sets off the light bulbs in your brain. Is like, oh my gosh. And then you get to hear the coaching that person gets. And another beautiful part of the group coaching is now you feel like you're not alone. You're not the only one dealing with this issue. And now you have almost a community, a a comfort level with all of these people, because it's like, okay, we could do this all together. But we would not ever share any personal information like that.
I just wanted to make sure that the audience heard that aspect of it if they were considering working with you and Only the Inspired, that it's not just something totally fly by night. There are certain criteria that you adhere to, just as if you were walking into someone's office. So thank you so much for that clarification. And with that, I want to thank you, Robyn, and let us know, for those who are interested, whether for coaching or being a coach, how can they get in contact with you?
So you could for sure check out the website, and I highly encourage you to do that because it's absolutely beautiful after being worked on for a year. So go to onlytheinspired.com. But if you want to send me personal questions, just send me an email at Robyn, ROBYN, at onlytheinspired.com, and you can send me questions and we can book a time to go over any questions that you have. I have a video on there for coaches, like you'll see on the main page. If interested in becoming a coach, there's a little video and then a link to book a time. Mm-hmm. I will also go through and actually have another video for members, because there's lots of cool stuff with the membership and people might have questions. So the video will take care of that. But yeah, reach out to me, Robyn at onlytheinspired.com, and check out the site. It's $197 a month for the coaches, and I use most of that income to then remarket the site. So the coaches don't have to market at all, which is wonderful. But it's kind of like a collaboration, right? So I take that money and then help build the site, and that impacts more people. It impacts the coaches, it impacts the charities, all together. So,
and you're making that impact as well. So I want to thank Robyn Zaval of Only the Inspired for being with us today and sharing that 1-2 punch of helping coaches, as well as those who would like to receive coaching, to be able to do it in a cost-effective way where they don't have to worry about marketing and they don't have to worry about telling their story to 10 different people. They can get it all in one place. So thank you so much, Robyn. Thanks for making a difference, and we'll see you next time on The Difference Makers.
Thank you so much, Jacqueline.